Hi, Carson. I heard from my son about what's going on soon. He's going to be gone for 2 months on a business trip out of the state, right? I want to say that we all knew that he'd have a large trip at some point for the company, but I was hoping that it wouldn't happen until your daughter became a bit older. Hi, Pam. You have that right. He'll be out of the house for 2 long months. And this is far sooner than I had anticipated for him going on a long trip like that. Well, he told me that during his time away from home, he wants me to be around in case you need anything from me. So if you have any questions or needs, let me know and I'll help out. And even if you don't have anything you need help with, you can always talk to me just for conversation. I'm a retired mother now, so it's always on my mind to step back into my shoes again to help someone care for themselves or their kids. Thank you, Pam, but I don't think him being out of the house will change much of anything for me. I'm still going to be able to get all my errands and chores done while my daughter's in school. And I'll be out of the house sometimes to work my part-time job, so I won't feel too overwhelmed by everything at home. Well, that's true that you'll be busy. I'm sure that my son will be a bit worried while he's away, but now that he's out of the house, you and I can spend some more time together. Maybe all of us girls, including Nancy, could take a day to go out to lunch and do a little shopping. I think that these next 2 months would be the perfect time to do something like that. That's exactly right. I'm sure having him around is the best for me, but it'll be nice to not have to worry about making dinner for him for a little while. Please don't tell him I said that. I'm not going to say a word to him about that. I know that you'll do your best taking care of the house and your daughter as well as your job. But during times like these, it's best that you spread your wings a little. But I'm sure that your daughter will be a little lonely with him gone. That girl loves to go out a lot and play with my son, right? Yeah, those two love to go fishing and camping together a lot. But I hate bugs, so I usually don't tag along with them. Even though she's a girl, she really loves to do things that men normally are interested in. She's in 3rd grade now, but she's always out with all the boys in her class playing in the mud during recess, and she'll come home looking absolutely filthy. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just proof that she's being raised very well. I know that, but by this time, most girls are getting into fashion and makeup and will start talking about boys that they have crushes on. Yet recently she asked my husband and I to get a pet lizard to keep in her room. She really is taking after her father, isn't she? I want to keep letting my daughter do the things she likes, but having a reptile in this house is where I'm drawing the line with her. Well, as a mother, you'll have things that you don't like her doing, and that's all a part of raising kids. But I was so happy to have a little girl. I'd have really liked it if she started to get more invested into cute things like dressing up and playing with dolls. But in this day and age, things like someone's sex and whatnot don't really matter when it comes to what one likes to do. She's a very bright and cheerful girl, and I think that is all one can ask for when seeing their little girl. I think that you and my son are doing a great job of raising her. Thank you for mentioning that. It makes me really happy to hear that from a fellow mother. I really do mean everything I've said. And to be honest, kids will not always turn out the way their parents hope for. That's right. I can't really agree with her having a pet lizard in our house, but as long as she's outside with things like that, I'll let her continue to play with them. Excuse me. I have to head to the supermarket here soon. Oh, it's already getting to that time of day, isn't it? I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time today talking to you. Don't worry about it, Pam. It makes me feel a whole lot better knowing that you're there to offer me some help while my husband is away. I'll try my best not to rely on you too much, but if something does happen here, I'll let you know. Please, and thank you, Carson. And I'll do whatever I can to make sure that you and your girl are okay. Carson, are things going all right over there? Do you think that you can talk for a moment, or are you guys in the middle of dinner right now? Good evening, Pam. I'm still preparing things for dinner, so I can chat a little. Nancy is still working on her homework, so we aren't having dinner for some time yet. Is she doing okay? Yeah, she's been acting the same way she always does. Well, actually, I'm wanting to talk with you about something related to her. Recently, she's been calling me a lot when it's getting close to our bedtimes. You're saying that Nancy is the one calling you? Yes, and at first I thought she was just calling because she had some free time to talk. But it's been happening a lot recently, and so I'm starting to become a little worried about her. What has Nancy been talking to you about when she calls? I want to know if she's giving you a reason for why she's calling at night. Well, I haven't heard from her directly what the reason is. I was wondering if the reason was something that she didn't want me asking about. But I just thought that it was a bit odd of her to be calling me so often late at night. I did ask her once, kind of with a lighter tone, but she told me it was because you were taking a bath and she had time to talk. That makes sense to me. Recently, I've been in the bath a lot, reading my book or watching movies on my phone to relax. And I'm able to do all of that because my husband is away, and Nancy is at that age now where she can handle herself for short periods of time. But maybe she's been getting a little lonely because of that. I'm sorry for causing all of that to affect you. No, you don't have to worry about that. But I really am wondering if the reason for her calling me so often is because you're in the bathtub relaxing. There are times when she feels she can't hang up on me and the call goes on for hours. And so I'm feeling a sense of anxiety radiating off of her when she calls. That's probably because she really loves talking to you, Pam. And I think that she's just really been wanting to talk to you and hear your voice. Right now, she's been having a great time at school. Then I guess I was just overthinking things a little. This week we've been practicing letting her take baths on her own. And so maybe that's been a bit too exhausting for her since she has to sit in the bathroom alone. I'll make sure from now on that I get her out of the bath sooner so she doesn't feel as worried about being alone. I think by doing that, she'll have more time to go about her business and not have time to always call. She's still at that age where she needs someone around her to keep her company. And unfortunately, my son is still out of town, so this is pretty tough on her. I'm sure that's also playing a part in her wanting to talk with you more. But from now on, I'll try a little harder to reduce the time she's allowed on her phone and to make sure that she's not always calling you. You don't have to tell her to stop calling me. And I feel you telling her to stop calling me will make it harder for her to call people in the future. I think I really was just feeling worried about nothing this time. Are you sure? Well, I'll still try a bit harder not to leave her alone as much. So I think when she's in the tub or when I'm taking a bath, we're still around one another to keep each other company. All right. But I'm sure that you still want to take time to have some alone time, so when she has a day off school or it's the weekend, you're more than welcome to have her stay with me. Thank you for offering that. I'll work with Nancy for a bit here, and when things with her have settled down a bit, ask me again to have her over to your place. Grammy? Oh, Nancy, it's been a little while. Yep. Have you eaten dinner and everything already?
I already ate.
What did you have for dinner today?
I had chicken noodle soup to eat.
Oh, that sounds so tasty right now. Your Grammy's been having troubles eating soup lately because it makes her belly hurt.
Why?
Because when you get old like me, you start to have problems eating lots of oil. And you know that chicken noodle soup that Grammy makes has lots of oil in it, right?
I didn't know that. But I think what I ate for dinner would be all right for you to eat, Grammy. It was chicken noodle soup from a box.
Oh, so your mom didn't hand make the soup this time? Well, sometimes it's nice to have something light like those boxed chicken noodle soups.
Well, sometimes it's okay to eat it. But I've been eating it every day now, so I'm getting sick of it.
I bet that eating it every day would be very boring.
Don't tell Mom about any of this. If you said that to her, she'd get angry at me.
Don't worry, Nancy, I won't say anything about this.
Hey, Grammy? I have something to ask you.
Oh, what could it be? Do you have something that you want your Grammy to buy for you?
I don't want anything right now. Tomorrow I'm going on a field trip at school, so I want you to make me a lunchbox.
Your mom isn't going to make one for you to take?
No.
Why won't she make one for you? Is it that Mom has become sick recently?
No. Mom hasn't been home for a week now. So I don't think she knows about the field trip that I have tomorrow.
What?
Grammy, please keep this a secret from my mom. I don't want her to hear about any of this.
I won't tell her a thing, but can you tell me what you mean when you say that she hasn't been home for a week?
She told me she has work and will be out of the house, and said that she didn't want me telling you or Dad. She said that if I said anything about her, that Dad would never come back home.
Your mom has been at work. Your mom doesn't work a lot each week, right?
I don't know.
That's right, you wouldn't know anything about that kind of stuff. So right now you're home alone, Nancy?
Yes.
And when you would call me a lot on the phone, was that because Mom wasn't home? So you called me because you were lonely?
Yes.
Do you know when your mom is supposed to come home?
She said next Sunday.
So another 3 days from now, then. All right, then. Grammy is going to make you that lunchbox to take on the field trip tomorrow. I'll make sure that it's really yummy just for you, okay?
Really? Thank you, Grammy!
Hey, Nancy, do you want to come and stay the night at Grammy's house until your mom comes home?
But if Mom knows about this, Dad will never come back home.
You'll be fine, Nancy. You can come over here as a secret, and your mom will never know. And I'm telling you, Nancy, that your dad will come home no matter what.
Really?
Has your Grammy ever lied to you before?
No, you never lie. Okay, I want to go to Grammy's house. It has been really scary staying here all by myself.
I'm sure it has been really scary for you. Being alone when you're young is scary and lonely. So asking someone to help you is not a bad thing to do, Nancy. Now I'm going to drive your papa's car to your house and get you.
I can't wait. I'll wait for you.
Pam, have you gotten any calls or texts from Nancy lately? Why do you ask? Oh, I was just a little interested is all. I just wanted to see if she was still causing you any trouble or not on your end. Nancy has never caused me any sort of trouble before, though, Carson. So then she hasn't called or texted you at all? The last time she messaged me was last week on that Thursday. Is that so? Understood, and thank you for letting me know that. Could this mean that you're finally getting around to looking for your daughter? Huh? Well, if it's her you're worried about, she's at my house with me. And so I'd like you to explain everything that you've been up to me. Excuse me, Pam? Actually, my close friend has been in a serious accident and was on the brink of death. So I had to head back to my hometown to go be with her. And why didn't you bring Nancy along with you if you were going to be gone for that long? I had been planning on coming right back after seeing how my friend was doing. But then when I was there in person, time just started to pass by without me noticing. Well, if that was happening with you, then you should have told me or your husband about what was going on. What were you thinking, leaving a little girl who's only in 3rd grade all alone at home for a whole week? I'm sorry about that. I knew that one of you would get really mad at me for leaving the house for a bit, even if it was for a few hours. And I started to worry that you'd begin to hate me for doing something like that, so I was hesitant to tell anyone. But the one who was most worried was Nancy. And another thing, I know that you did not go back to your hometown, Carson. Did you end up calling my parents and asking them about me? I sure did. Well, I didn't go back to my parents' house, though. I was staying at my best friend's house that whole time. Stop trying to hide things from me. I'm getting tired of you trying to make your lie even more complicated than it has to be. I know all about how you packed up a large suitcase full of clothes and everything and left the house for one whole week without Nancy. And when I saw you come back to your house with another person to be dropped off, I got a good look at their face in the car. What? And as they pulled out of the driveway and took off, I got a great photo of their license plate and am looking it up right now. So I think you know how all of this is going to end, right? Do you know what we're going to want to say to you? I'm sorry about that, Pam. That was really not something I wanted you to know about. You should be apologizing to your husband and daughter, not me. Does my husband already know about this? Yes. Well, you're wrong. Let me explain the truth to you. For just a bit there, I became too relaxed with myself while my husband was gone. But know that I do really love my husband and Nancy with all my heart. I'm sorry for what you had to learn about, but please forgive me. You had an affair. And not just that, but you also left Nancy home alone a bunch of other times to go on vacation. Do you think I'm okay with all of that? I did not have an affair. Do you really want to make me spit out all the facts to you, Carson? The man that was in that car that brought you home was a man your age. But it wasn't just the two of us that were together. Well, then can you show me proof that there were others with you guys at all times? Well, there were some other people with us that I had only just met. Well, before we continue talking about you having an affair, let's talk about the main problem here. And that's that you left your little girl home all alone for days at a time. And all those times that she had called me a few weeks ago was when you weren't even in the house with her, right? And after talking with you about her calling me all the time, you went and yelled at her to never call me again, right? I'm sorry. If it was just that you had been having an affair with another man, then I'd let this all be you and my son's problem to solve. But you left Nancy home all alone to go out with another man. And not just for a day or two, but one time for a whole 7 days. I am not going to forgive you for something as irresponsible as that. I don't think you're ever going to get to call yourself her mother ever again after this. What has my husband said about this? I think you should know what he's said more than anyone right now, right? What do you think a father that loves his daughter so much would be saying right now? I don't want to get a divorce, though. I was just going out to play with some other men. You left your little girl at home all by herself for days to go let other men have fun with you and think that we wouldn't get upset with you? Pam, I promise that I'll never go behind neither my husband nor my daughter's back again. So please try and help them understand what's happened here. I really love my daughter so much and think that she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I've never meant to leave her behind before, and I don't ever want to get a divorce and lose my rights to her. You told Nancy that if she told anyone about you or about the fact that she was left home alone, that her dad would never come back. That's how you chose to threaten the girl you say you love so much? I never meant that as a threat, though. That was just me asking her to do me a favor. You told her the worst thing that she never wanted to hear from you, and that was that her father could never come home if she talked about you. I'm telling you right now that you have left your daughter behind by choosing to scar her so that you could go off and have sex with other men. When children are at their youngest, they are the most vulnerable to being hurt by their parents' actions. And those scars will never heal. I'm sorry. I really messed up a lot this time. So that's why this week-long trip was going to be my last time, because I knew that what I was doing was stupid. I'm telling you the truth right now, so please believe me. I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth after what stupid things you've gone and pulled. And that's because you lied to me about all of it.
I have not. I'm telling you that not all of this has been a lie. Please, Pam, give me one more chance to make all of this right.
You are the one that made yourself lose all the respect you had gained from me. You would apologize to me for any of the troubles that Nancy was causing me when she called over and over again. But you forgot to apologize for all the troubles you were causing us. At this point, you can go ahead and run off with whatever guy you'd like that isn't my son. You're the only person that's willing to lie to your own child and then lie to her grandma and father, right? So you can go ahead and live a life outside my family. After that, Carson and my son got a divorce, and in that divorce, my son got full custody of Nancy. And so now he's back home with me, and we all take care of Nancy. This is something that I only learned about after the divorce, but apparently Carson was with other men for well over a year before we found out. And the main man that she was fooling around with happened to be her boss from her part-time job. But he wasn't the only man she had been with during that time, as there were 4 other men that she would go out with when her husband was away for business. And we also learned later that what she meant by there being other people with her and the men that she went out with for a week was that she had been with her boss and another couple that had all participated in sexual activities together. It was both very disgusting, but also relieving to find out all of this about her, because she would only ever go out with these guys while my son was on business trips, so both him and I never knew a thing about Carson being out of the house. And had she not left the house for over a week, leaving Nancy on her own, we may never have known about what Carson was doing with all those other men. But I guess this time Carson became a little too daring and wanted to be around her boss and other men a bit more than before. And having left the house multiple times while leaving Nancy at home all alone, I can't believe that she never saw how lonely it was making her daughter. I think all of that really created a lot of scars for Nancy, but I'm so thankful that she had the courage to tell me about it so that my son and I could take action. And as for Carson and her boss, he apparently had a wife himself that he was still around. And so, in the end, Carson was forced to not only pay a settlement to my son, but also had to do the same to the wife of the man she thought was worth having an affair with. And of course, since my son got full custody of Nancy, Carson will be left paying child support a long time now until Nancy turns 18. So for the next 10 years or so, she's going to live life under all the troubles she's caused herself. And hopefully while being in deep regret about all of it. I hope that length of time is enough to teach her that she never really cared about her family, and should just stay the whore that she is for the rest of her life. Nancy was really sad at the time of the divorce, but over just a couple of months, brightness began to fill her eyes again. And right now, she's back to being the happy girl we love as she runs off to school every day. And after the amount of time she was left home all alone with nobody to keep her company, whenever there is someone home with her now, she's so excited. And as for my son and I, we are so happy to know that there will be no more family around her that are willing to lie and threaten her. I will do everything I can to make sure that my granddaughter doesn't have to relive those memories. So for now, I'm going to make sure that her and I are always around each other, and that she has someone she can count on to help her when she needs it. And in the place of her missing mother, I'll be there to give her the love she needs to grow up strong and cheerful.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
My colleagues kept teasing me today during work. They kept on teasing me about how nervous I looked during my wedding.
Yeah, you definitely looked nervous. Your voice was shaking when you were giving your speech. I could see your fingers trembling too.
Really? That's so embarrassing.
I was also really nervous though. I almost tripped when I entered the hall. But my boss actually praised me today about how wonderful our wedding was. She told me it was a great wedding ceremony.
She said that she was moved by the performances and enjoyed them a lot. I honestly loved our wedding too.
Yeah, I think it was a great success considering the small amount of time we had to prepare for it. I'm really proud of what we were able to present. Many of my friends also commented on how fast we got married. It's only been a few months since our first date.
Yeah, I guess people see it as a rushed marriage. Not many get married so quick like us.
We both fell in love at first sight. We just couldn't resist the urge, could we? And we were both eager to get married. It was our dream. If we just wanted to date someone, we might have dated longer just to enjoy being in love. But we were both concerned about our future. We wanted to get married as soon as possible.
That's true. Marriage was the ultimate goal in our relationship.
Honestly, time doesn't matter in terms of dating. Some couples break up after dating for 5 or even 10 years.
10 years? I think you're exaggerating. Oh, by the way, my gran sent us a gift to congratulate us for getting married. She wasn't able to participate in the ceremony, but she told me she wanted to celebrate it with us at least. She's really sweet. Apparently, she had a hard time deciding what to get for us. She had no idea what we wanted. And as a result, she ended up sending us vouchers. When I received the gift, I was pretty surprised to see how thin our present looked. I thought maybe Gran was playing a prank on us.
She probably wants us to buy what we really want. I guess she just thought that was best for us. I honestly think she made a wise choice. Vouchers are one of my favorite presents. I prefer getting what we really want than random presents. I can buy whatever I want. I'm glad they spent time on choosing our presents, but what's the point if it's useless?
We can buy some pretty expensive stuff using the vouchers. Should we buy some home appliances, maybe a dishwasher, or a nice vacuum cleaner?
Nice. We have to thank your grandma. Let's discuss about what to buy when I get home.
Yeah, let's decide together. There's so many options, it's gonna take a while to choose.
But I have the final say in this.
Why would you say that? Chris, the gift is for both of us, not just you. Let's decide together.
I'll have the final say in important matters like this. I don't want you to get cheap and useless appliances.
Then what do you want, Chris?
Definitely food. Something nice to eat. That's way better than getting some cheap appliances that would break easily.
Really?
Yeah, obviously. Are you stupid? I want really nice appliances, the high-quality expensive ones. The vouchers won't be able to cover for the price. Have you seen the advertisement for the brand new washing machine? It's mind-blowing. Looking in the long run, that's the best choice. We'll be able to use them for a long time, and we don't have to waste money, do we?
I'm not sure. We can find cheap but high-quality ones nowadays. Some of them are even produced by famous companies. They won't break down so easily. I don't think they're too bad.
No, you have no idea, Hannah. People who fall for these cheap appliances and the useless ones you can buy just using vouchers are definitely dumb or poor. I guess you're one of them.
That sounds rude. Can't you be more polite?
Huh? How am I rude?
You sound arrogant. It's as if you're looking down on people, including me, and making fun of the poor.
Well, I'm better off than most people, and that includes you as well.
Do you look down on me, too? You think I'm not capable of making good decisions about how to spend our money?
Obviously, can't you see?
Why do you think so?
I have a higher salary and a better educational background than you. Many would want to live a life like mine. I'm definitely more respectable. I'm better than you in many fields.
Huh? Are you serious, Chris?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. What's wrong about it?
Everything's wrong with what you just said.
I thought you were a high school graduate. You can't change that fact now. But I graduated university, so I'm clearly smarter than you.
Yes, I'm a high school graduate, but is that a big deal? I have a decent job.
You work for a small business that barely pays you enough money for your monthly salary. On the other hand, I work for one of the biggest corporations that's famous internationally. Whenever I tell people the company I work for, they admire and respect me, saying that they want to be like me.
So is that why you think you're better than me?
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear, and I bet you want to be like me too.
I don't understand.
What do you not understand about it? I can't believe it. You're stupid, just like I thought. I guess it's too difficult for a high school graduate to understand.
Sorry, I have to go back to work now. See you later. Let's talk again when we get home. Hey, what's going on? Our house is a filthy mess. I've never seen our house so dirty. You're in charge of organizing the house when I'm away. I hope you do better with the cleaning next time.
Welcome home. Why are you so late? You finally come home from your business trip?
I only left the house for 3 days. A child would be able to do better than this. You haven't even washed the dishes. And look at the huge pile of laundry. Don't you know how to use a washing machine? I can't even walk through the living room without stepping onto your clothes. Can't you at least take the trash out? It smells horrible in here.
Huh? Why should I do that? It's not my responsibility. Just clean it for me now that you're home, Hannah.
Why can't you help me with some of the housework? I hope you can look after yourself at least while I'm on my business trip. I am always the one doing everything around the house. I've never seen you do any housework since we got married.
I thought that was your job. The wife should be in charge of housework.
When did we decide that? We never had a discussion about it.
It's obvious, isn't it? Common sense.
I'm not a housewife, Chris. I have a job to do and work out every day like you. We both have a job, so we should do the housework together. Let's be fair here. It's too much of a burden for me if I'm the only one in charge.
I can't do housework. No, let me rephrase that. I won't do housework. I don't want to do it. I hate it.
At least take the trash out then. That's all I'm asking for. You just have to carry the trash for a few steps and that's it. It's normal for couples to do housework together nowadays. What era are you living in?
Well, that's your opinion. Don't force your ideals onto me.
Then how about you ask your friends and colleagues? I bet they're at least helping with something. You're being misogynistic. Are you looking down on me because I'm the wife? Come on, Chris. You can't be this old-fashioned. We're living in the modern era. You have to move on.
Shut up. Remember, I have more power than you. I can do whatever I want with you by force if you don't do something about your attitude. You're annoying me. This is a warning. This is why high school graduates are poor. The only thing they do is talk and never do the work.
What did you just say? Are you making fun of high school graduates now? You're really making me upset. We have equal power as wife and husband. We have to respect each other as a couple, Chris. We love each other, don't we? Stop being so arrogant and help me with the housework.
Arrogant? You're the arrogant one. Look at you complaining over the tiniest things. What's the big deal? Just do the housework and everything will be fine. If you don't shut your little mouth, I'm getting a divorce, Hannah.
Huh? What? Did you just threaten me to do housework?
You're my wife. You should do all the housework. It's your job. It's your expectation as a wife. I married you in the first place so that you can devote yourself to me. Wives should devote themselves to their husbands when they get married.
Oh my gosh. I guess you were born in the wrong era. How come I never realized you were like this before I got married? Let me tell you, you never wanted a wife. You just wanted a housemaid who's willing to devote herself to you. A housemaid who also had a job and brought money to the household. I'm definitely not a housemaid. I'm an independent woman. And I thought you respected me as your partner. It's ridiculous how you're threatening me to do housework. Why would you ever bring up the topic of divorce? We just got married, Chris. I thought you also wanted to get married.
That's a good comeback from someone stupid like you. But you're actually right.
Huh? Please, Chris, stop with the nonsense.
I might have wanted a housemaid who also brought money into the household. I never wanted an annoying wife like you. To be my wife, you have to complete both housework and your job perfectly. That's my expectation. If you can't do the housework for me, I'll dump you. We're getting divorced. I'm giving you one last chance.
What are you talking about? You can't be serious.
You don't want a divorce, do you? Then just do all the housework for me. You have no say in this.
I never knew you were such a horrible person. I'm really disappointed in you.
Hey, are you still not home? Why do you have to work so late when you don't even get paid much? Where's my dinner? I'm starving. Didn't I tell you to prepare my dinner before I got home?
I don't care. Do it yourself.
Huh? You don't care? I'm not asking you to prepare a grand meal. Come on, Hannah. You can do better than this. You haven't even washed the dishes we use for breakfast. And the laundry is a huge pile in the basket. I ran out of clean shirts. What am I supposed to wear tomorrow? We can't waste money to buy new shirts. You're slacking off housework.
I guess you'll have to clean and wash it on your own then. I won't be doing the housework from now on. You're in charge.
What the hell are you saying? Enough with all your boring jokes.
I can't do this anymore. It's too much for me. I can't be treated unfairly like this. I'm not your housemaid. Go get one if you just need someone to do housework for you. I'm leaving.
So are you boycotting? Running away from your responsibilities? I thought you were an independent adult. Stop this nonsense. It's not funny. I have power over you. I bet you don't want me to make you do it by force. Just do it, Hannah.
What? How do you have power over me? You're just my husband.
Stop being ridiculous. You still don't understand? You're poor and a high school graduate. But I graduated university. Thanks to my educational background, I now work for one of the biggest corporations and get paid a really high salary. Didn't I tell you this the other day? I'll divorce you if you don't do the housework. How many times do I have to tell you this? I bet you don't want to get divorced with someone like me who has such a high salary. You'll never be able to make as much money as me.
Oh, I see. Then I guess I have more power than you. I make more money than you, Chris. I'm not afraid of getting a divorce. I can support myself without your help. As you hoped, we're getting divorced. Period.
Huh?
I'll happily divorce you. I'm finally free. I don't have to look after you anymore. This is the best day of my life.
Wait a minute, why do you sound so happy? I'm telling you we're getting a divorce if you don't change your attitude. What the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know that, and that's exactly why I'm so happy. I made my decision when you threatened me. We're over. I am so happy to get divorced. You don't even have a high salary. What makes you think I don't make as much money as you?
Are you saying that you get paid better than me? Are you stupid? Have you gone insane? Stop with the bluff. It's not funny at all.
You're the stupid one. Stop assuming things about my salary. Who told you I get paid less than you?
It's the truth.
Okay, I have no idea why you're so confident about it, though. Why do you think so?
You work for a small company that no one has ever heard of. Based on what you told me, your company makes machine parts, right? A small business making pieces of machinery. Oh gosh, I would be devastated if I worked for them. Those kind of companies don't make much profit and can only pay a small amount of salary to their employees. It's common knowledge. I guess you don't know because you're uneducated, unlike me.
So you predicted my annual salary based on your biased opinion? How stupid. It's ridiculous, really. Stop being so delusional.
I'm not being delusional, and I'm not stupid. It's based on my knowledge and experience.
Based on your tiny knowledge in your small brain and your limited experience, I guess they weren't enough, Chris. My company is indeed a small one, unlike yours that's famous internationally. But my company's grown rapidly and attracting great attention. They pay me quite an amount now, and my salary is steadily increasing as well.
I don't believe it. That can't happen.
First of all, we have different positions at work. You keep bragging about working for a big corporation, but you're just a normal employee. On the contrary, I'm a middle manager. I have much more work to handle and a lot more responsibilities.
Huh? You already have that high position? How come?
I'm the leader of my department. I guess people would call that a middle manager. A normal employee and a middle manager. The difference is pretty clear.
So, you have the highest position in your department? You? The middle manager of your company? That's impossible. How come you got a promotion while I can't get any? You're a woman and you're too young? You can't succeed. That's against the rules.
My company's new compared to yours, so we don't have those old traditions like respecting seniority. Age doesn't matter as long as we work hard and have the ability to pull off that position. They value our ability, not our age or gender. That's why I have this position as a woman in her 30s. I'm young, but I'm confident that I've been through many hardships working at my company.
What the hell? A company that hires you to be middle manager? Your company must be doomed. I guess your company is going to go bankrupt soon, and you're going to be the reason for it.
I'm actually a diligent worker, unlike you. I've also been awarded several times as the best worker. My company values our ability over everything. We get fired if we don't meet their expectations. There's no second chances. I bet you don't have to worry about that. The only thing you have to do is to simply go to work every day.
Huh? Excuse me?
You haven't accomplished a single thing at work, but you're still employed. You should thank your company for not firing you. Your colleagues and your younger employees now have a better position than you. Aren't you embarrassed? Yet you're here, bragging about the company you work for. If the company decides to restructure and fire a few of their employees, you'll be the first one to be targeted.
Shut up! What's wrong with me being a normal employee? I have my own ways at work.
You might, but how does the company think of that? Would they benefit from having you as their employee? And I think I told you about how much I make a year before getting married. Remember the night we had our date right after we started dating? Why do you act like you don't know about my annual salary? I guess you weren't paying attention when I was talking to you. Don't tell me you forgot about it, Chris.
I don't know. I remember all the dates I had with you. You never told me about it. Did we even talk about our jobs?
I definitely told you. Do you also have a bad memory?
Oh, I remember. We did talk about our jobs and salary. I thought you said you made about $1,500 monthly. Yeah, right. That's why I thought I had a higher salary than you.
That's impossible. $1,500? When did I ever tell you so? I was always paid more than that. I got more than that even for my first position.
I think it was our second date, and we went to a fancy restaurant. And we briefly talked about our salary. And you told me you only made $1,500 a month.
No, I said I made $3,500. How could I afford to go to that fancy restaurant if I only made $1,500 a month? I get paid more than that now. I guess you misheard me. You were drunk that day, opened a few bottles of champagne and wine. I think you had a biased opinion that high school graduates get paid less than you, which is simply rude.
Did I mishear you? Does that mean I always thought you earned less than what you actually earned?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you assumed that I had a lower salary than you. And even if I got paid less than you, I still deserve some respect.
No. In that case, I should be in charge.
Really? If you really think so, what about now? Turns out that I get paid more than you. I guess I have power over you now. So, are you going to do all the housework for me?
You can't be making more money than me. Stop lying to me. I refuse to believe everything you told me.
I don't care if you believe me or not. I will leave the house. I can't waste my time being with someone stupid like you.
How am I stupid? I'm a university graduate. How can you, a high school graduate, call me stupid?
If you're still this stupid after going to university, I think you wasted your money. Did you even learn anything? You definitely did not learn any manners or common sense. I feel sorry for your parents, honestly.
Stop. I had enough of you. I will never believe your lies. Do you think I'm so stupid that I'll actually accept all of your bluff?
I don't care. I can't waste my life being your wife. It doesn't change the fact that I'm leaving the house. I also have the official documents ready. All we have to do now is to sign them and turn it in. Then we're officially divorced.
Why did you decide everything without a proper discussion?
I thought we already had our conversation. You were the one that started it, remember? What did you do? Gosh, you're crazy. I heard you barged into my office. Aren't you embarrassed to do something like that?
Because I wanted to check if you were lying or not. I had to make sure you were telling the truth.
Just for that, you barged into our company because you didn't believe me and thought I was lying to you? Have you gone insane? I heard that you got into a fight with the guards at the entrance.
The guards tried to stop me from entering, so I was fighting back. I just wanted to ask about my wife's salary, but they stopped me thinking I was some kind of maniac. They even tried to call the police. I should have the right to visit my wife's company.
You are crazy for coming to my company just to ask about my salary. No one would ever do that. No wonder the guards stopped you. You're a maniac. But I think my boss eventually came out of her office and told you about my salary. Do you believe me now? There's no reason for my boss to lie about it.
Yeah, but...
But what? You still got something to say? Stop causing trouble to other people. This is our problem.
I haven't caused trouble.
You did. I was embarrassed because of you. My boss was pretty angry about it too. All of my workers had to stop working temporarily because of the havoc you caused. After you left, my boss decided to complain about it to your company.
Huh? What is there to complain about? What did she say when she contacted my company?
She told your company that one of their employees followed his ex-wife to her company and barged into the office, disturbing our work.
What? Ex-wife? We still haven't turned in our divorce papers yet. Technically, we're not divorced yet, and you're still my wife.
But we agreed to get a divorce, and I've already left the house. It's a matter of time until we officially get divorced. Stop calling me your wife. It's giving me goosebumps. And I assume you skipped work today. How can you skip work just to break into my office? You'll definitely get punished when you go to work tomorrow.
I didn't cause any trouble. I just went to visit you. And your company contacted mine? A small company like yours contacted that big corporation. Know your place. They don't care about a small company like yours.
You're still looking down on us? You should know your place. You have to know better than this.
I don't care if your company contacted mine. My company won't do anything about it. Sorry, but you're having false hope. A big corporation like my company can't waste their time on a small company like yours. We have more important matters to handle. There's nothing I have to worry about. I'm not scared at all.
It doesn't matter whether your company is big or not. Their employee caused a problem, and it's their responsibility to handle it. For us, you're just a crazy psycho who disturbed our work. For your company, you're just a useless employee who can't even get a single promotion. There's no reason for your company to protect you. You should face reality, though it may be harsh.
What did you just say?
When my boss contacted your company, she was able to talk with one of the executives. Doesn't that mean they were taking us pretty seriously? They told us they'll make sure to punish the employee who caused us problems and disturbed our work. Sorry, but I guess you'll have to face some consequences.
Punish?
There's no way you'll escape the consequences after everything you did. You have to take responsibility of your own actions. Don't look down on us just because we're a small business. We're growing rapidly and we compete against big corporations. There's no reason for you to look down on us. Don't underestimate us, Chris.
What's going on? I can't believe it. You suddenly tell me that you have a higher salary than me. My company's gonna punish me. What the hell's going on? This can't be happening to me.
I guess you won't be getting any promotions in the near future. I wonder when you'll finally get a promotion. Well, I won't stay long enough to find out. If I was your boss, I would instantly fire you. You are no use. Not only that, you're useless. You also cause trouble to the company. As your wife, I don't want a husband like you. You're stupid, delusional, have a lower salary than me, yet look down on me and take me for granted. After the incident, I was able to divorce my husband. I finally got him to sign the papers, and we officially got divorced. Now, I don't have to put up with all those insults anymore. I won't let anyone look down on me like that anymore. I am finally free of stress and living a happy life. Reflecting back, it was indeed my worst times when I was married to him. While I was living my happy life, my ex-husband was punished by his company and now gets paid even less. A year after our divorce, his company started suffering from financial difficulties because of social recession. And he became one of the first targets to be fired as part of restructuring, just like I predicted. My company, on the other hand, took advantage of it and is continuing to grow to this day. Thanks to that, I might get a raise in the near future. Like this, my husband quickly hit rock bottom. He should have seen it coming. I respect him for graduating a good university and being able to work for a big corporation, but that doesn't mean he can make fun of others. I was shocked when he treated me like a housemaid just because I was a high school graduate and thought I got paid less than him. He is now facing the consequences of his own actions. There's no one who's willing to help him out, knowing his arrogant attitude. He also texted me he wanted another chance, but of course, I ignored him. After our divorce, I am living a happier life than ever, unlike him.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey Mia, it's been a while. It's your mother.
Sorry, who?
I mean, your biological mother? Wait, didn't I give you this number before?
No, you never gave me this number. And anyway, what do you want from me all of a sudden?
Oh, come on. There's no need to treat me like a stranger.
You basically are a stranger to me, though.
This kind of stubbornness really doesn't look good on you. You're a girl, so try to act a little more courteous.
I've no courtesy for the woman who cheated on my dad and then abandoned us. Why are you